Hey, welcome back to Black Lab Garage. Today we're working on my 1978 Pontiac Trans Am. It is a Y88, which is the gold special edition. I'll go ahead and get it out of the way. Some of you are going to throw an absolute fit because I'm taking a gold Y88 and I'm painting it black. We're going to be like Henry Ford. Any color you want, as long as it's black. I've had 5 other Trans Ams, and this one makes number 6. I actually have a parts Trans Am over there, which is number 7, but sorry, but they have to be black. So go ahead and get your moaning and groaning over with and say bye-bye gold. Now, you can see this car's pretty rust free because it came from Texas originally, but you see that rust right there. Okay, it ain't too bad. I can handle that. What I wasn't prepared for was when I removed this spoiler. I wasn't prepared for that. So we don't have much choice but to cut it out and weld a patch in. So let's go over here and figure out how we're going to do this. Well, let's see here. Looks like we'll have to come about 3.5 inches out to clear the rust at the bottom. So now let's measure this way. Go about 3.5 this way, I guess. No, I won't clear it. Better go about 4. We won't clear that over here at 3.5, so we'll have to go 4. Okay, now we're over here. This is a blue 79 Trans Am that I bought just for parts. I actually had a pretty nice interior in it, but I ended up not needing it. But this car is rustier than the Titanic. It comes from, can't remember, Pennsylvania, I think. And oh my God, it's rusty. But luckily, this piece is solid. So we lucked out on that one. So this is going to be our donor. Which one thing I think that helped save this car was it's been repainted sometime in its life. And that's probably what did help save the body. Okay. 3.5. Three and a half. And 4. Now I will tell you, there'll be a lot of videos coming up on my Trans Am because basically we are rebuilding it from one end to the other. I just don't like, because I actually want to make, some pretty good trips. My ultimate goal is, once the car is done, I want to drive it to Georgia and visit some of the places where they filmed Smokey and the Bandit. For those of you who don't know, most of Smokey and the Bandit was filmed in Georgia, in McDonough, I think Jonesville. Anyway, I want to go visit some of the places, and of course I'll film it as I go. So anyway, let's mark this out and let's get to cutting. Alright, welcome back. I got the other patch cut out. So first of all, these little pinholes right here, I'm going to try to, when I attempt to weld up, I'm going to stick me a thin piece of brass back here to hold behind it. That way the weld shouldn't stick to the brass, it should just fill the holes up. Well, finally got that welded up, so now let's grind her down. Well, now that we got that ground down, I'm going to put a little weld through primer on it. Might as well put some up here too. Oops. Hey, welcome back. My battery died on my camera while I was recording right as I started welding. So anyway, you can see we've been welding on the patch here, so let's continue welding. I don't know if you see any fires, scream. Alright, now it's time to start grinding it. Well, there's the completed patch, ground down and stuff. So now we're just going to lay a little epoxy primer over it because I'm a firm believer in epoxy. And then after it cures and sets up, then skim a body filler over it and some seam sealer down here in the seams. You'll never know it was there. And of course I'm using black primer. I told you, I'm changing this gold car to black. No more gold. Appreciate y'all watching. Hope this helped you out. Be sure to like, subscribe, and I'll post another one here shortly.